I think the majority of the entire content creation journey on YouTube or whatever platform you're pursuing it on, that first year is probably the most critical because that's when you learn a lot. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. Today, this video is going to be a lot of useful information that we gathered from the podcast last week. For those of you who don't know, I did join Lord Chuckle's podcast last week. He interviewed me, asked me a lot of good questions. I go into how I almost quit, a lot of the hardships of starting your content creation journey. So I think you guys are going to find a lot of this information pretty useful. But before we jump into it, guys, let's give a shout out and thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Own.tv. Own.tv is the place to go, guys, if you're looking for some fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook gaming, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're just looking to pick up some new alert graphics. Don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You could find single graphics such as alerts, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about most of these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you can change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you guys are looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. So then, I think it was last June, so 2019 in June, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start a YouTube. And I originally started and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do gaming. And then I was like, you know what, gaming's really saturated. So I was like thinking of skills that I have or any kind of knowledge that I can give to people, because to be honest, one of the best ways to grow on social media is educational content. You know, everyone wants educational content. I learn everything from YouTube. So I was like, I'm gonna just start a channel, and then I started it. I went for 6 months. It was going really slow. I think I was getting maybe 5 subscribers a month. And then it really started to pick up in January. I think January I ended up getting 1,500 subs that month, and then from there it kind of just snowballed, and now I'm at a point where I'm getting 120 to 150 subs a day. Oh, and yeah, it definitely, there's a snowball effect when it comes to YouTube. It's pretty crazy. So I decided to start that, and I saw that it started gaining traction, and I was like, all right, this is cool. I'm gonna kind of build my whole brand around educational tech content, but I'm gonna focus it on people who want to stream and do YouTube content, because that's where my main hobby lies. You know, I'm doing this stuff for fun anyway, so whatever I know that I have, in my brain that I can give to other people, I'm going to make my content tailored around that. And then ever since I kind of hit that niche right there, it just started taking off.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was your 1 year kind of anniversary video. Like you were saying, it was a year from the day you started making YouTube. I felt like it was a real personal kind of video on your behalf. It was real, genuine, it wasn't, I felt like it was mostly positive. Would you agree your first year was mostly positive?
Yeah, definitely. I think the majority of the entire content creation journey on YouTube or whatever platform you're pursuing it on, that first year is probably the most critical, because that's when you learn a lot. That's when you learn the skills you need to edit videos, and how to record, how to work certain camera settings that I had no idea about before. And really kind of just figuring, like I said earlier, figuring out what type of content works for you. Because really what happens when someone starts a YouTube channel, what's going to happen is you're going to make a bunch of videos. You may not have a niche right off the bat, and you really, that whole first year should just be spent pumping out different types of content, different videos, all in the same category, but different types of videos, until you find what you enjoy doing and what you're good at and what people like to watch.
Someone gives you a follow, or someone subs, or someone gives you a donation or bits, they're all extras that come with it, And the point that I'm getting at is, once you have a good day or whatever, have a good multiple days of streaming, the drive is always there to get back at it. But
right.
as quick as I went up, I came right back down, like the day after, because I was on such a high from the stream before. The stream after I streamed for like, what was it, like 5 hours, and I think I got 2 channel views. Like I had no viewers for the next like 2 days, so I was right back down in the pits, and I was like, geez, like, you know, is it me, or like what, you know, like what is it? And I was just wondering, like, in the breaks that you took, like, was the drive there, or were you like, you know, I'd love to stream, but like I'm really down right now?
Yeah, so basically what you just said is kind of exactly what I used to do as well. I was a big H1Z1 player back in the day. Like I went to California. I played in the Invitational, the Challengers Invitational out there, and then so I streamed back then too. This is way before even YouTube, and I kind of operated like that, where I would have a good day. So then I'd be like, oh cool, I'm gonna just stream for super long also, and I'm gonna stream tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and the same thing would happen. Then you'd have a really good day, and then the next day you'd drop by like 80% of your viewership. So you're like, what the hell happened? Is it me? So I kind of learned back then what I wanted to do here, and what I decided I was going to do was I don't look at my viewer count. I honestly just interact with people in my chat normally, and for me, no matter how well or how poorly a stream or something goes, I stick to a very strict schedule. And that might be because for me it's a little bit different. My main thing is YouTube, and I just stream as like a fun thing. And I enjoy talking. It gives me a way to interact, you know, with people from my community. But I follow like a super strict schedule. So even if my stream is like popping off and going crazy, I usually still will end around the same time. And if it's like a Thursday, I don't normally stream on Thursday. So even if I had a crazy Wednesday night stream, I usually won't stream on Thursday. Occasionally I'll do like a random pop-up stream if I'm just like in the mood for it. But the thing is, I think, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but it's very important to stick to a certain type of schedule, because that allows me to have time to do other things. And like the other things being like come up with video ideas, film, and even if it's not something productive like that, it gives me that time that I need to kind of just chill and watch a show, or just lay back in my chair and like eat and watch TV or whatever, so that I don't get burnt out. And ever since I switched to that and started following that schedule, I haven't even gotten close to being burnt out. And I think that change is what fixed that for me, because right before I went on like a little break between, I would say like maybe November of last year to like January, right before the whole virus thing got pretty bad. And when I came back from that break is when I made this schedule, and I have pretty much stuck to it as best as I possibly can since the beginning of the year. And yeah, ever since I did that, I haven't even gotten remotely burnt out. I don't get that feeling of like, you know, kind of getting down the dumps if like you have one stream that's better than others. I mean, there's some nights where I'll turn on my stream and there's like 15 people talking to me in chat, and then there's other nights where I stream and it's just like 2 or 3 of my regular people, and we're just hanging out having a good time. And no matter which one it is, I still have the same amount of fun, you know. And it's I think that's a very important thing that people should try, because once you do it that way, it becomes less of a struggle, and you don't get that pressure of like feeling down when you do have a bad day or a bad stream. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found this video useful. There was a lot of good information in there, a lot of like some of the hardships that I went through and overcame, so hopefully that helps you guys out. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. A lot of you aren't subscribed that watch my content, so just hit that sub button. You'll never miss the next time I post a video. If you want to hang out with me live, ask me any questions on there. I do a lot of just chatting on my streams as well. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll drop a link to my Twitch in the description below this video. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.